So in this video, we're going to talk about types of trikes. And we'll start with, this is a delta trike. Delta is one wheel in front, two wheels in back. I like this bike a lot in that we designed it in such a way that it was easier to get in and out of and easier to steer for people with limited range of motion. We love this bike because it's extremely adaptable to a lot of different abilities and sizes, and it's easily adjustable. In this particular bike, we're able to adjust it with two quick releases where we're able to slide the seat forward and backward from child size to adult size. We can make adaptations for, from shoulder steering to one-handed steering, and different types of brake accommodation for individuals with limited range of motion from one side to the other. We can use this bike as an individual bike, but we can also tandem these bikes, which is unique within the trike industry. So that if we have a situation of where an individual can ride independently or needs support, we can quickly couple two of them together and provide that support, whether it's from the beginning of the ride or in the middle of the ride, to have a successful event. Now what we're going to talk about in style of bike is the electric assist and the choices that we have on that. This is a delta trike that has an electric assist system that only assists if you pedal. It's basically like a different gearing range, but it's electrified, so it can make it really easy, or as easy as you need it to go. This bike can have automatic shifting. It can have cadence sensing. It can make the ride it's a luxury ride to a user. It is full suspension, so it can go off-road. It's a wonderful touring bike. It has a lot of functionality and customization that we don't have on other bikes. This would make this, to me, the ultimate lead bike in a tandem configuration. And what I can do is take a second delta trike, and this is by the way how they store. Take the front wheel off. There's a quick release on that, and then the fork just comes right down and hits a coupler like so. Quick release, make sure it's good and tight. And now I've got a tandem configuration that could be, whether it's a vision impaired rider that we've got coupled up, or somebody with a limited energy level, or a cognitive challenge or disability. I've got a situation of where I can go independent in some conditions, tandem in other conditions, or I could interchange them as I need them. So in this segment, we're looking at a tadpole trike. This particular one is an A-Zoob. Tadpole meaning two wheels in front, one wheel in back. And there are different configurations and sizes of wheels, but this is the footprint. With a tadpole trike, the difference is it's a bit lower to the ground, so a bit more aerodynamic. It gives the impression, people like to feel stable. It may just be a psychological feeling, but lower to the ground enables them to just, if they've already had the sense of falling, it helps mitigate that a bit. They do vary in adjustment, but fundamentally it will have a telescoping boom where we have two quick releases down here, and we can telescope the boom in and out. And that'll give us a fair amount of adjustment. This particular bike has a chain management system, so it'll self-tension the chain. There's a second adjustment where we can move the seat forward and backward on the frame. There's again a quick release. And then we can also adjust it by another quick release and being able to adjust the recline. in almost all models of bikes, we're able to customize somewhat of the shifting and the braking are typically on left and right, but we can consolidate them all to one side or the other depending on the individual need of the rider. Tadpole trikes are typically a bike that it's a bit of a more sporty bike. Of course, there are different specs on the same tadpole, but that will accommodate a touring style ride, a rail and trail ride. But most any individual that can navigate getting onto the bike and they're comfortable, this has got a fantastic seat, will be able to meet their goals of ride. A tadpole trike such as this enables individuals that might be balance challenged or range of motion affected in some way to have a sporty ride that will be suitable for rail and trail and road that meets the needs of almost anything they might want to go on, whether it's a 5K or a 20 or 30 mile ride. This is a super comfortable bike with a lot of adjustment for lower back or posture adjustment to comfort. Now we're going to talk about the hand cycle. There are many different styles of hand cycles, from road use to off-road use and general mobility. This particular bike is a mountain bike style with rear suspension. It's an amazing riding bike, but it also has the ability for adjusting and fine-tuning to the individual and a better ease of entry. So we can get the seat down and out of the way. We can come from a wheelchair. We can make a transfer, and we can get into position. And with this dropper post, be able to adjust our range of motion to our grips. In hand cycle fitting, what is critical to understand is the size of the individual, but also the range of motion and the core ability of that individual. So we can customize these bikes in such a way that we can adjust this frame to the size and stature of the individual. We can add support, lateral support, lap belt, 5-point harness. We can put different types of grips on there for a quad. We can do automatic shifting. This particular one is electric assist. There are a lot of things that we need to consider in the adaptive world in the use of hand cycles. Fitting and performance, and this bike in particular is probably the most adjustable, high-performance mountain bike level of hand cycle that I can think of. This bike is suitable for spinal cord injury, amputee, and really flexible in adjustment. There are a lot of hand cycles out there that are also having this ability, but in a different way, and maybe for a different style of riding. This particular bike is a Reset Scout, which is a mountain bike for more aggressive riding. But there really are many other types of hand cycle configurations, from road racing to mobility, general purpose, recreation, and that can also be adapted in a similar way. Next, we're going to talk about the dual drive, which is a hybrid of a recumbent trike and a hand cycle. With the dual drive, what we're able to do is very easy adjustment and fine-tuning to the rider. We set the seat up to be standard 19 inches off the ground, which is the same as what a wheelchair would be. So a wheelchair user could transfer easily straight across or with a slide board. When setting up the dual drive, it's feet first, standard fitting, slight bend at the knee, like so. And what I do is I bring the hand cycle portion pretty much at shoulder height, so that when I'm pedaling that I'm not overextending. I don't have a trainer today, but that would be my situation. I'm not overreaching. My back is positioned into the seat, and I'm able to pedal independently with my feet or with my hands and feet together. When we designed and built this dual drive, it was focused on individuals with spinal cord injury and the idea to enable the legs to move when the hands move, so that what we're trying to do is increase circulation and tone to minimize the impact of pressure sores. So it was about skin health. So we started as a stationary, and then we developed it into an actual road bike. So this is a very effective trike on rail and trail for spinal cord injury or amputee or balance challenged folks. So it works the entire body. You can work with your feet only. You can work with your hands and your feet at the same time.